You've also been saying that the Eagles do have a problem in their passing game.
I do.
But they've been obviously overcoming it. It helps to have a running back who runs into the end zone through the red zone from wherever he wants to.
No doubt. That helps.
On the field, it helps.
That helps.
So what is the passing problem for the Eagles? Have they fixed it going into the Super Bowl? If the Chiefs make it an important part of the Eagles game to win the game?
The biggest problem they have with passing, and again, I don't think this is every week. I don't think they're not capable of throwing. I think Jalen is fully capable of it. The problem that I see at times is that Jalen gets too conservative with the football. So when things are out there in front of him, he'll hold the football. He won't, make those throws that to me can make the game easier. Now, he might take a sack or he might make a 4-yard gain on those plays. But that's the thing that I think when we talk about the passing problem, we continue to wait to see, will there be a game where Jalen Hurts is forced to drop back in the pocket and throw 35 or 40 times? And can he win a game that way? Because you have to play on time. I've seen him play on time. We saw him play a great game in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 57. We saw him play great in the championship game. So he's capable of it. And that to me is where, when I say there's a problem, not that they can't do it, it's why don't they do it in those situations where it's there in front of them? I don't know if that even comes into play. Can the Chiefs once again stop the run game of the opponent and hold Saquon Barkley under 100 yards and force Jalen Hurts to drop back and play football that way? I don't know if they can, and so I don't know if that's going to come into play, but that's my big question, is when they get into those moments, do they have the complexity offensively? Can Jalen play a little bit more on schedule in those situations and make the plays in front of him?
Well, I guess the Chiefs will have to put points up on the board, too, in conjunction with stopping the run to force that action, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, because we don't talk about the Chiefs' running game, and that was a crucial part of their victory 2 years ago.
It was,
against the Eagles. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco had a breakout sort of moment in that game. Mahomes with the gimpy ankle was running his head off, which is kind of typical for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So I guess when it comes down to it, that's where Jalen Carter will be able to affect this game. I imagine
you would think, and you're right. The Chiefs have really kind of played the game to kind of muddle the game up. We want to keep it low scoring. Last week or championship weekend was the first time they scored 30 points all year long, which is unfathomable that they didn't fall into 30 points at one point, but that's how they play. We want to get first downs. We want to move the chains. We want to keep Saquon and company off the field, and we want this to be a mid-20s type football game. And so, yes, Jalen Carter can play a role in that, but what I believe the Chiefs are going to do is they're going to get the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands quickly. RPOs, quick throws like I was talking about to Xavier Worthy. They'll run the ball, and they're happy to run the ball for 3 yards at a pop. They're not looking to get – they would love the 70-yard touchdown like Saquon.
Right,
but they're not looking for that. They're just saying, let's stay on schedule so we can give it to Patrick in 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, because we know he's going to make that play most of the time and keep the drive going. So I think they want to play a completely different game than the 38-35 last time, high-scoring game. We want to keep this in the low 20s. We want to control the football, and we want to give Patrick the ball with one drive to go win it for us.
And it doesn't matter if it's one-score game or not, right? But obviously, if it's one drive at the end, so many people have been saying whoever gets the ball last is going to win this game.
Right.
Well, what do you say? I mean, what's your expert prediction, Warner? I know you're going to have to give it
I'm going to give it on Sunday. So here's what I'm leaning towards right now. I mean, I've already made the argument that I think the Eagles are the better team. And so I am leaning towards the Eagles to win this football game. I think there's more ways in which they can win. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if they're going to have to jump out and win this thing big if they're going to win it instead of giving it back to Patrick Mahomes. But again, too many questions in my mind on how the Chiefs are 15-1 outside of just having the key components that win the close games. We talked about it all year. Are they lucky or are they good? They're really good. There's no question about it. But I believe the Eagles are the better team. I believe the Eagles are going to stop history.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.